Hey guys, today I'm going to be testing out a bunch of Wet n Wild goodies. I was very kindly sent this box of goodies from Discount Beauty Boutique, which is an online Australian makeup retailer, and they have also given me a discount code to share with you guys, so you can use Hannah at checkout and that'll take 10% off your Wet n Wild orders with Discount Beauty, and I'll leave them linked in the description box. So I'm excited to put these goodies to the test. You guys have been asking me to feature some affordable products across my channel. As most of you would know, I'm a bit more of a luxury high-end makeup type of girl, so I don't often gravitate to affordable brands. However, I have heard amazing things about the Wet n Wild foundation, and if I'm ever using anything affordable, it's typically foundations and complexion products. So out of this box of goodies, I'm most excited to try it, and also this contouring palette. As soon as I saw this, the colors in it look really good. Like, I really like the undertones of the highlighter and the contour powder, and it feels very smooth. So I'm excited to put those to the test. I think we're gonna go for a more natural look, because a couple of you have been asking me to do like more natural looking everyday type of makeup. And random fact for you guys, I actually don't do everyday makeup because I don't wear makeup every day. Unless I'm filming, I essentially don't wear any makeup. So like Monday to Friday, I pretty much have nothing on my face unless I have events or unless I'm filming videos. So there you have it. So without further ado, let's just get into getting this on my face. They have very kindly given me the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. This is a matte primer at the moment. Come on, focus on it, please. What are you doing? What do you mean? Why? Oh, you're being obnoxious today, autofocus. So this is a mattifying primer. I'm a little bit on the drier side at the moment, so I'm a little bit nervous to use a matte primer, but we'll just give it a go and we'll see how my skin feels. So it comes out like moisturizer like it looks like moisturizer. Feels nice on the skin. It went on quite smooth. Now time for the foundation. So they've given me the color Golden Beige, which is perfect probably for my fake tan. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good match just based on looking through the bottle. It says Goodbye Photo Flashback. It helps eliminate white particle reflection. It's specifically made with a matte light diffusing complex to give your skin a no filter perfection. Oh, it's like a spatula. All right. It's kind of cool, kind of cool. So there's a couple of different ways you can use an applicator like this. You can just simply disperse it onto a compact or the back of your hand or a palette, or you can actually put it straight on your face. I personally don't suffer with any acne or regular breakouts or anything like that, so I'm just going to put it straight on my face. But I would advise, if you're someone that suffers with pimples and stuff like that, don't just apply it straight on your face, because you might like cause yourself more breakouts. So let's just go like this. Oh, I think that color match is going to be good. Kind of smells like sunscreeny, and it's pretty reasonable coverage. I would call that a bit more of like a medium sort of coverage. I definitely need to go back into that redness and cover it up a little bit more. It has a very like liquidy consistency too, like it doesn't feel thick when you apply it. So I'm just going to quickly conceal my face. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I don't actually have any affordable concealers in my collection at the moment, so this is what I'm going to be using in the shade Vanilla. Patching off right in this square here, but I don't think it's actually to do with the foundation, because I used a different foundation yesterday and it did it yesterday too, and it's really annoying me. I'm going to go in with the actual contour palette now, which is this baby here. And as you can see, you've got like your highlight and your contour shade. So I'm going to use the highlight shade to set under my eyes. I'm just going to be using my Sigma F35 tapered highlighting brush to set under my eyes. As you guys know, I'm a Sigma affiliate, so you can use my code Hannah at checkout and that'll take 10% off Sigma brushes. Has a little bit of kick up in the pan, like when I dab my brush into it, but it feels pretty good. It's definitely not dulling my under eyes. I don't know if it's necessarily brightening them either, but it's not dulling them. Now before I go in and contour, I do just want to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to use this powder, which is called the Press Powder Compact, and it's in the shade Warm Light. This actually looks like a really light powder, but it's apparently warm light, so I guess I'll just go in with my F30 brush and we'll just see how it goes. It's making my foundation look nicer, that's for sure. Like I feel more airbrushed already after just setting my face with that powder. So that's nice. So now I've got that on, I'm going to go back into the contouring palette and I'm going to take my F05 contour brush and I'm going to take the contour shade and try and chisel out my cheekbones, I guess. That's quite a nice powder. I feel like that's blended out really nicely. Okay, so far I rate this, I really like this, would recommend, and I really like the powder as well. Really nice. Made my foundation look super airbrushed, set it nicely. So they are both 2 for the win. The foundation I'm gonna have to keep you guys posted on because I'll just have to see how it wears a little bit. I waxed my forehead like a week ago because the hair around my hairline was annoying me, and I think where I waxed is where it's patchy. How annoying. Let's go in with some blush. I have the blush in Rose Champagne. Okay, so it's like a peachy, browny, terracotta-y coloured blush. And I'm using the same brush and I'm going to pop it on the apples of my cheeks. If you're someone that prefers more like neutral looking blushes, you're going to like this because it's a very subtle like wash of colour. I personally need more colour on my face. I like peachy coloured blushes, and I don't mind like a bit of intense blush, so I'm just going to have to top that off with my MAC New Romance blush because I need a little bit more colour on my face than this. Otherwise I feel funny. So I also have here a little brow kit. So this has 2 brow colours and also a brow wax, and it's in the shade Ash Brown. So it's got like a little brush and tweezers in it. That's very cute. I don't ever use powders. And now that like I'm starting my brow, I'm like, hang on. Why don't I use powders more often? Hello. I'm a little bit shook at this brow product. And surprisingly, the little brush is actually really easy to use because it's just perfect to get in, obviously, around the arch and everything. Because, I mean, you don't want a massive brush. Because if you have a massive brush, it's like really hard to get nice defined lines and angles. So next up, I have some highlighters. So I've got like this goldy colour and I've got this more like champagne-y colour. I feel like I want to go to the gold, but I don't know if it's going to be too dark for my complexion, but I guess we'll just see. So these are called the Hello Halo Liquid Highlighters. This is in the shade Goddess Glow. Oh, and it's like a big concealer wand. Cool. So I guess we just put it straight on our cheekbones. Lily, Mia! Ooh, it's very pigmented. I'm just going to use my sponge to dab it out. Shh, puppies. That's very pretty. I feel like I haven't mastered liquid highlighters in the slightest, so I get a little bit like intimidated by them, but that's very pretty though. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's very glowy. The pigmentation is definitely there. So now let's move on to eyes. I have here the Wet n Wild Long Lasting Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. I'm going to pop it on my eyelids and I'm going to use my Precision P86 brush to blend it out. Oh, it's not very nice. Okay, look. I'm just going to have to persevere. It's dried down now, but when it's like wet and tacky, it's super sticky. And so it's kind of like pulled off all my foundation on my inner corner. Oh well, it's the first impressions. I guess you just gotta roll with the punches. So I'm just going to take the contour palette and use a highlight side to set my eyes. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit better. Now look, I won't lie, the eyeshadows are probably the one thing I'm the least excited to try. And I have this shade here which is called Nude Coma, which is like a shimmery nudie colour. So I kind of like the look of that, so I think I might use that as my lid shade. And then this is the palette here. To be frank, I think I'm just going to use just this top shade. Like I'm not even going to waste my time using any of the other shades because just, I don't know, just not feeling super inspired by this eyeshadow palette. You guys know me though, I like really like bold eye makeup these days. Okay, so on my E40 brush, I'm just going to take that transition shade, which is like a brown color, and I'm just going to blend it. Oh, a lot of color picks up. Has a fair bit of kickback in the pan, but I mean, it's actually pigmented. It's not bad when it comes to the pigment. I mean, that's building up quite nicely. It's blending really nicely. It's not patchy by any means. That's pretty, that's really pretty. As you guys can see though, what I mean by the kickback in the pan, like every time you dab your brush into it, you get a fair bit of like fallout in the pan. So just dab into it gently and you'll be okay. I am pleasantly surprised by the quality of that brown shade. So I do definitely rate that brown. That's a really pretty brown. The shimmers, like, they swatch really softly, but they don't look overly intense. Yeah, they're not. Like, they pretty much don't show up on the back of my hand, but at the same time, finger swatches are just like, you know, like, don't think they're really a very good indication of the quality of a shadow, if that makes sense. Okay guys, so I'm going to take my E55 brush and pick up that champagne color. It looks really pretty in the pan. Oh, it's cream. Oh no, I take it back. I don't want to use that. It's a cream shadow. I don't like cream shadows, guys. They literally like settle in my crease. I'm going to go back in with the palette I originally was using, and I'm going to pick up this light color here on my E55 brush and pack that all over my lid. I mean, it doesn't have much shimmer payoff. Like, you can definitely see the cream on my lid, but it's not super shimmery. And I'm just taking my pencil E30 brush and running that same brown shade under my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to do some liner. Now, they did give me a liner, but I can't do liner without my quick flick. So I'm going to pass on that one and just quickly jump off camera and pop on a wing and also some falsies. So I'll be right back. Sorry if you guys can hear the heating in the background, but it's freezing cold and I needed to turn the heater back on. So if you can hear like the air sound, the sound of flowing air, it's just my heating. But it's like 5 degrees where I live today, so I need it. Okay, so now I've got some lashes on. I'm going to use some mascara, and this is the Max Volume Plus mascara. I really like the packaging, super cute. So I'm just going to coat my top lashes to blend them with my falsies and also my bottom lashes. Oh, and it has a wand like the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. Very similar wand, so let's see how this goes. I mean, it's getting in around my lashes pretty nicely, making them nice and black. It's one thing the drugstore knows how to do right is mascaras. Yeah, I like that mascara. It's making my lashes, like my bottom lashes at least, look really long. My eyes actually look really pretty. I feel like my makeup overall is looking really nice. Like it looks beautiful. Like it's just like a really nice natural brown smoky eye with a little wing, little set of lashes. Oh my good. And I think my base makeup looks pretty nice. What do you guys think so far? So I'm just going to do my lips now, and I have a lip liner. It's a gel lip liner and it's in the shade Bear to Comment. So I believe it's a nude color. I like the fact it's easy to apply, but because it's so creamy, it's easy to also make mistakes. Now time for some lipstick. So this is their matte liquid lipstick in the shade Rebel Rose. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. So the liquid lip has dried down, totally matte. It is actually very light on my lips and it feels quite comfortable for a liquid mattifying lipstick. I typically don't like how they feel on my lips, but this one isn't bothering me too much. So that's a positive. And overall, I feel like all the products turned out amazingly on my face. The only thing I had a real problem with was the eyeshadow primer, but in saying that, my eyeshadow looks lovely. Like I can't falter it. It's blended nicely. It's pigmented. It's amazing. The only shades that weren't pigmented in the actual little eyeshadow palette is the shimmers. They were not very shimmery for shimmers. They were nearly non-existent shimmer wise, but I feel like that's really normal with these super affordable palettes. Often like you're not going to get like a super metallic finish, but if you wanted something a little bit more impactful, you could definitely try out those cream shadows. I don't like cream shadows personally, but if you're someone who doesn't mind them, then you'll definitely be able to get a little bit more of a shimmer payoff with something like this. But out of everything, the standouts I think for me are the eyebrow kit. I'm actually surprised how well that worked. Like my brows I think look really good today, and I really like overall how my foundation looks, and I think that's a combination of like the foundation and the actual setting powder, so together I think they're a really great combo. And I really like that Sculpt contour kit too. Nice powders. Mascara is great. Highlighter I could probably pass on personally just because I don't like liquid highlighters, but in saying that, it's a really beautiful like gold reflect. I hope it's picking up on camera because like I can see it in my monitor, I can see it in my mirror. It's looking beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'd love to know in the comment section what you think of the final makeup look, what you think of these products. Have you tried them? Do you want to try them? If you do want to try them, definitely check out the Discount Beauty Boutique. They ship worldwide. I'll have them linked in the description box. They have a bunch of amazing brands actually. So many brands I didn't even realize they stock. So definitely check them out. So thank you so very much for watching to the very end if you made it this far, and I'll be talking to you all really soon. Bye!